traders and investors, welcome back to the Trend Trader channel. So yeah, we are almost at the end of the 2021 trading year. But before we wrap up the year, I want us to look at 3 real estate investment trusts that we can add into our portfolios. Like I said, we are already just at about the end of the year. So we still have about 4 days to trade this week and another full week or 4 days again to trade next week until we wrap up this year. So today I just want us to look at these 3 companies. As you know, real estate investment trust, it's those companies that rent out space. It could be commercial space, housing space, residential space, and then they collect rent and then they pass on that, they distribute the rent that they collect or the income that they collect from that business. At this moment, by law, they're supposed to pass about 75% of that total income to shareholders of those real estate investment trust. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So before we go there, I would like to ask you that you subscribe to this channel, and also if you at the end you enjoy the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, or you have subscribed, make sure that you also click the bell notification. When you subscribe, you help us grow this channel, and it also motivates us to keep on doing more and more videos. And then by liking the videos, you help the YouTube algorithm to just make this video to reach many people, or as many people as possible. So stay tuned. Let's go look at the charts. Okay. The first real estate investment trust that I want us to look at is Growthpoint. So for those that don't know, Growthpoint is one of the largest real estate investment trust there on the JSE. It's part of the top 40. Let's see if we can find the market capitalization of it. Okay, so it has a market capitalization of about 5.036 trillion. I don't think that this is correct. Maybe I will try to check it on MoneyWeb. But yes, we have Growthpoint real estate. Like I said, it's one of the larger REITs in the JSE. So it's one of those companies that have performed well, not have performed well over a series of time, but it's those stocks that has always been there. So now what we see from GRT is that it has been trading in this range for quite a while now. So what you're expecting, we're expecting GRT to break above this 16 rand per share. But the stock is already trading above the 200-day moving average. So we're already bullish on this stock, but just as a confirmation, we prefer to wait that it trades above this 16 rand per share. And also, as you can see, if we go past, like we said previously, all the E's, they represent earnings. That is when the company released the results to say how the business is performing. And then these D's, they represent the distributions in this case, because we are looking at a real estate investment trust. But if you are looking at shares as they are, it would just be those dividends. So as you can see, this company since April 2019, and it goes back, they have been paying dividends around the 8th of April. They paid about 1 rand 5 cent gross dividend. So that is before tax. And then recently they paid a distribution of 60 cent. Well, 60 cent makes sense because if you look at this, you can already tell that the share price was under severe challenge going back all the way to April 2020, where it sort of bottomed. So at this moment, it's been trading between this range here. Then it was trading around October. It was at the bottom of the range, which was about 10 rand or 11 rand per share. Again, it retested this support level somewhere around November 2020. And then this year in 2021, it has made several attempts to trade above this level. As we see here, in a short period of time, it had already tested this level 2 times. So now what we'd like to see, like I said, ideally, it's better to wait for for Growthpoint to trade above this level. So once it's above this level, then we will see that, okay, the stock is serious about going up. And how do we expect that to happen? We expect that the stock is going to go up and then consolidate there a bit, creating a trading channel and then break above this level. So another way, like we normally say, we are using systematic trend following, but we don't trade chart patterns. Sometimes it's good when you see the chart patterns. So normally what you expect to see is something that you call a consolidation before a breakout. If there's a resistance level here at the top, like we see around 16 rand, so expect the stock to consolidate just below that resistance level, and then we will see a breakout. Another way is that the stock is going to trade up and then form what is known as a bull flag. So it will trade a bit of sideways and then it will break above that level. So these are the patterns that you should keep in mind whenever you're looking at the stock. But as we said previously, the stock is already trading above the 200-day moving average, so it is already giving us a bullish bias. As you can see here, the stock is up there above the 200-day moving average, and as you can see, it broke above, came back to retest, and now it's on an upward trajectory. So based on this, you can buy at the current level at 14 rand 81 cent and set your stop just below 14 rand per share, anticipating that the stock is going to break this level and then continue to trade high. Okay, so we already said a lot about Growthpoint. Then the other one that we want to talk about is Hyprop, right? Hyprop is another big player there in the real estate investment trust. As you see here, we've already plotted this resistance level that Hyprop has been trying to break. It first retested this level just before the beginning of 2021, and then it made another attempt around October before dropping. So as you see here, they had released the company financials, and then they had made that distributions, and then that share price it dropped. So the distribution was about 36 cent gross distribution there. So now what we see is that Hyprop, not Growthpoint, Hyprop has then again attempted to break above this level, and then recently it succeeded. So it's currently trading at about 37 rand 30 cent. So the best place to put a stop loss is just below this resistance level. So that because now, like we said, there's a resistance level, it broke above. Already what you see here is that it's consolidating just above this resistance level, and then expect it to break above and continue to trade higher. But as we normally say, sometimes you see a breakout, retest, of which we think this looks like it's a retest, then again expect the stock to continue to trade above. As you can see, it's already above this level here, which represents just about this level. So yeah, you can either have a tight stop somewhere here, but the problem is that that stop is just going to be too tight and you could be taken out of the market for no reason. So ideally, it's better to have your stop level just around 32 rand per share. Again, we're anticipating that Hyprop is still going to go up. What you need to keep in mind with Hyprop is that they paid distributions from 2019, but around March 2020, they didn't pay distributions, and also around October 2020, they didn't pay distributions. Obviously, one of the reasons it could be that the share price was tanking. As you can see here, I'm trying to get a marker, right? As you see, the share price was dropping, but also around this period, that is when we're still in the dark place with the coronavirus disease. That is when we're still in the hard lockdown, level 5, level 4. So some companies were trying to preserve some cash and not spend more. But at the beginning of 2021, then they started to bring back those distributions. And then it's good to see that the stock now is trading. It's making a series of higher highs and higher lows, which tells us that the stock is on an uptrend. So yeah, we are bullish on this. We are adding this on our portfolio as well. Then finally, the last one that I want us to look at is resilient property or resilient real estate investment trust. So this one at this moment, we don't have a position, as you can see, but it's already trading above the 200-day moving average. What you see here is a double bottom, which is a bullish pattern there, and then it came back to break above this level. Again, confirming that it's on an uptrend. You see there's a breakout and then a retest. So now currently it's consolidating above this level. So what you're expecting to see here, what you like to see is that it continue with trading above this level and then it break all the way up. And then what you don't want to see is the price coming back to about 52 Rand and then maybe consolidate and then break below this level. So for now, for resilient, we are sitting on the sidelines because we're waiting to see whether it's going to give us a breakout on the upside or it's going to break below this level. But as we made that video previously, we shared a video. We'll leave the link in the description where we said that we were bullish on the property sector and also on the financial sector. So we are expecting a bullish breakout rather than a bearish breakout on this resilient property. Again, as you can see, they've been consistently paying and making distributions about 263 gross, and then recently they paid about 226 gross distributions there. So these companies, real estate investment trust, are companies that can give you some money. So yeah, that's what I wanted to cover today. I wanted to first cover Growthpoint. Like we said, we are already bullish on Growthpoint. It's already trading above the 200-day moving average. But for those that want confirmation, you can wait until Growthpoint is trading above 16 Rand per share. And then we looked at Hyprop. Again, we noted that Hyprop at some point they skipped a distribution, but the stock is currently above the resistance level. You can buy the current price with the stop at around 33 Rand or 32 Rand per share. You can have your stop loss there. And then the last one that we looked at is Resilient Real Estate Investment Trust. We said that we're waiting for the stock to decide which side of this rectangle it's going to break. Ideally, we like to see it to break on the upside, but things are possible. It can also break on the downside. If you enjoyed this analysis, I would like to ask you that you consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. But if you have subscribed and you are not getting notifications, make sure that you click that bell notification. And if you enjoyed this analysis, please like this content and also share it with as many people as you can. We will see you on the next analysis.